love everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cadence and welcome, and today I'll be showing you guys how to spare up on star coins and spend them wisely. If you're as excited as I am, then keep on watching. And now, without any further ado, let's jump straight into this video. My first tip is to make sure you really want to buy something before getting it. And this mostly applies to horses, but also things which only cost star coins. Make sure you really want something before getting it, because StarStable, they don't make things cheap. They're really pricey. Well, most items are, and in the end it can add up to a lot of star coins which you could have saved and spend it on things which you actually liked. So basically, what you should do is make sure you really want something before getting it. Here are my tips to achieve that. If it's a limited time horse, you can wait till it leaves to decide if you want it or not, because sometimes your thought can change over time and you might get it, and then a few days later you might be ending up selling it. So that can be really sad, as most magic horses or wild horses are pretty pricey, and it's gonna cost a lot of star coins in the long run, because a lot of star coins then would have just been wasted. My next tip is, if you can buy something with your F.A.Q shillings, then don't get it with star coins. Star coins are pretty pricey if you want to buy them, and 100 star coins per week is not a lot, to be honest. You might think like, oh, you're not being grateful and such, but if you see how much StarStable makes everything, it's really costly, and I feel like 100 star coins is not enough. Either they should lower the price or give us more weekly allowance, like 200 star coins, but that's my personal preference. Anyway, let's move on. So, your F.A.Q shillings and star coins. Your F.A.Q shillings can be earned by doing multiple things, and if you're someone who doesn't train but wants to train, then you can start training and get your F.A.Q shillings. Then you can spend your F.A.Q shillings and you'll also have a trained horse. So I think it's a win-win. Questing or doing your reputation is also a really good way of earning your F.A.Q shillings, as some quests give you a lot of your F.A.Q shillings or a lot of XP, but if you quest and do your reputation, because I really need to catch up on my reputation, you can get your F.A.Q shillings and get another item to do, or like a quest to do, and I think that's a win-win. Honestly, you might disagree or agree, and that's totally okay. These are just my thoughts. This also motivates me to do training and reputation, so overall, I think it's a win-win. Next, if there's one item which costs star coins and not your F.A.Q shillings, I would recommend not getting it. I'm sure you can survive without that one item, but if you're like really want it, make sure you really want it, because that 100 star coins or 200 star coins in the end could have been used for a horse. So I would recommend making sure you really want it before getting it. When I started out, I used to not know how to save and would spend my star coins on everything, but now I have more control over it, and I would recommend getting things with your F.A.Q shillings than star coins if that's possible, as it motivates you to train, do your reputation, and you can also earn your F.A.Q shillings. My next tip would be not to go window shopping. This tip can save you so much star coins, as window shopping is one thing entirely which takes away your star coins. I'm sure many people go window shopping to know that, okay, I'll soon get this item, but others will probably most likely be like, you go window shopping, but then you can't resist yourself and spend your money. So I have a few tips to do that. avoid going near any shops or just really looking at anywhere which sells items. I would recommend not really bothering to look at shops or just open up global store, because avoiding those can save you a lot of money. I know myself that when I was a more younger player and just started out, I used to go to so many shops, and then just like for window shopping or just looking at it, and then I'd come back home into my stable with a lot of things, and I used to never be able to save up star coins, and me spending them like that was never a good idea. So I would just recommend not looking at shops or at global stores, or if you're tempted to go near it, look away and steer your horse away. And again, you might be different, so I'm not sure, but yeah. My next tip would be not to have less than 2,000 star coins. And you might be like, whoa, 2,000 star coins is a lot, because if you base it off your weekly allowance, it might take you up to 4 months to get your star coins. Obviously that's not the exact time, but I believe it's gonna be roughly around 4 months, because 1 month you might have an extra Saturday, or there might be a star coin code, so I'm not sure. But I would recommend waiting those 4 months and have a minimum of 2,000 star coins. This tip, which I'm going to explain just in a second, is going to be super helpful for some people. So basically what it is you should always have more than 2,000 star coins. This is because if a new horse gets released and you're like, oh, I want to get it, and then you have more than 2,000 star coins and you're like, why not? I really like it. Then you get it, and then a week later, StarStable comes out with a magic horse, and you're like, oh, I also really like the horse. So what should I do? If you had less than 1,000 star coins, you will not have been able to get the magic horse. But now that you had 2,000 star coins, you can get the magic horse as well, or wait a week or two to get the horse. So if you had more than 2,000 star coins, that's great. And if, for example, a magic horse came out and you wanted to get it, you got the horse, and then now you have under 2,000 star coins, I would recommend waiting before getting anything else, and waiting till you get 2,000 star coins. So if another Jorvik or magic horse gets released, you will have enough star coins. I'm not sure if I explained it clearly, but hopefully I did. So guys, with that being said, we have come to the end of today's video. Hopefully these tips were helpful, and I covered some main things which I thought were important, and hopefully you'll find this video really useful. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, then please be sure to subscribe, and if you're old here, then click on the notification bell button to be notified every time I post a new video, as I don't have a schedule and post videos whenever I want. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!